start with the latest on the pandemic. Take a live look at the CDC. They are set to vote today on the Pfizer booster shots.
Overnight, the FDA authorized a third shot for millions of Americans at the highest risk. Whit Johnson is tracking the very latest. Good morning, Whit.
Michael, good morning to you. We're now getting a clearer picture of who will be eligible for these booster shots, older Americans and those at high risk. A CDC advisory panel will consider the next steps later today, but soon after we could start to see pharmacies like this one in local cities across the country administering those boosters by the end of the week.
Overnight, the FDA giving the green light for Pfizer booster shots, bringing the U.S. one step closer to authorizing a third dose for millions of Americans. The eligible group is expected to include people 65 and older, those at high risk of severe illness, healthcare workers, and other frontline employees like teachers, daycare staff, grocery workers, and people in homeless shelters and prisons.
It is possible that some people may benefit from a booster 6, 8, 9 months after their first shot. And the plain truth is that there's a lot we still don't know. We do know that the vaccines are holding up well.
But it's not an official go yet. Today, a CDC advisory panel will meet for a second day to consider more specific guidance, and those third shots will likely be available by the end of the week. 2 million Americans with compromised immune systems have already received a Pfizer or Moderna booster shot with limited side effects similar to those that followed a second dose. 95% of all adverse events reported from boosters were not serious. While Pfizer says the first 2 doses of the vaccine offered 96% efficacy, after 4 months that protection begins to drop. Some research shows by around 12%. Pfizer saying the booster shot will raise protection back up to the same level. Americans who receive the Moderna or Johnson & Johnson vaccines will have to wait at least a few more weeks before potential authorization. But many health experts argue getting people their first shots should remain the top priority. Across the country, in states with the lowest number of people vaccinated, death rates are nearly 4 times higher than in states that lead the country in vaccinations. At Billings Clinic in Montana, around 90% of COVID patients there are unvaccinated and inundating the hospital's resources.
Our intensive care unit is typically running in the 150 to 175% capacity. So we have ICU patients outside of our intensive care unit in other areas of our hospital. We're used to dealing with death, but death in younger people who have children, it's just incredibly hard on our staff.
Now, booster shots will be limited to a specific group at first, but the head of the FDA is not ruling out expanding eligibility to more people in the future as more data becomes available. She said this pandemic is dynamic and evolving, and they will continue to react to the rapidly changing science. Robin?
All right, Whit, thank you. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.